There is really not going to be a lot of heavy editing in this video, and heck, my intro is not even going to be in this video, as I simply just want to talk and just say my thoughts and everything. And now, normally, I was going to use my DSLR for this video, but my friend ended up borrowing that camera for some other stuff, and earlier, ironically enough, I tested this on a Nintendo Direct React, and honestly, minus it glitching once in a while, it doesn't look half that bad. And it just shows you don't always need like $300, $400 cameras to have the best quality and everything. Now, to kind of start this off, last year when the year started back in like early 2023, I just already said that kind of already. I just worded it 2 times. I started rewatching a lot of Etika highlights from like 2017 and 18, just kind of seeing all the old stuff he used to do on stream and everything. And I didn't really know why I started rewatching a bunch of his old highlights until I just slowly realized that I simply just miss watching his streams and everything. Now, to kind of start it off again, I don't really know when I first found Etika. I think it was either the summer of 2017 when I first found the Aurora stream clip. Well, not stream clip. It was a highlight video of Etika exploring the deep web, and I was on vacation and I found this clip and I watched it and I was like, dude, this guy is really funny. Hopefully one time I can try to catch one of his streams or something. And then I started to find more stream highlights of him and everything. Or it was either this one Instagram post that Super Mario Logan posted of donating $300 to Etika so he can get a Nintendo Switch, and he started splattering spaghetti all over his face. I think it was either those two ways. I think it was either those two instances where I first found Etika's content and everything. But that's not why I'm here to make this video, unfortunately. Today marks 5 years. 5 years since Etika has passed away. Now, that entire week was just so... It was a lot. Because I remember on Twitter following the whole story and the whole... Well, not the... Is it a story? I really don't... I remember following the whole thing that week, and originally on the 19th in 2017, there was really no news. Everyone was just like, oh, Etika's still missing. We need to find him. And then when the 25th came, that's the morning I woke up to the worst news possible. And dude, that fucking morning, I was supposed to go to the dentist. It was just not ideal at all. Now, obviously, I mean, I'm making this video to talk about, hey, it's been 5 years, but the main point of why I wanted to make this video originally is to kind of talk about, has mental health in the content creation space gotten better? Now, personally, there have been some instances where it does shine, or not shine, it does show that viewers do treat content creator mental health seriously. There have been many instances where people take it seriously and make sure that the content creator that is being affected by mental health issues is getting proper help and everything, and not just treating them like a fucking laughing stock and actually being like, hey, this content creator is going through something, let's try to help them. And of course, there have been, with this new influx of viewer bases from newer social media apps, you are going to have a newer generation that does not know how to treat mental health properly and clown on people, or not clown, but just kind of, is it bully? Clown and bully is kind of the same term, but just kind of disrespect and treat them horribly. Which I think with every new influx of content creation platforms, we're always going to have that one content creator that does not deserve to deal with that kind of shit at all. And unfortunately, when the whole thing with Etika was going on, you had two sides, and one side just fucking... They were a lot... Like, both sides were loud, but the people in his chat were so annoying, man. Like, clearly this dude is going through something. You don't have to constantly say, oh, dude, this and that. I don't even want to say the fucking shit his chat was saying half the time. That's why it's hard for me to even watch 2019 highlights of how bad his chat was. It was horrible. Now, there are other content creators that I have watched and have come and gone and everything, but why do I always like keep Etika with me and everything? Or why do I always like talk about him or all this other stuff and everything? Well, I don't really talk about him much on my channel, but Etika to this day is still one of my favorite content creators. And I always try to just keep him in my head, I guess, if that makes sense. I really don't know. I'm gonna keep it straightforward. Etika was the first content creator because throughout my years on YouTube, and I've gotten inspiration from multiple content creators. When I first started watching YouTube in 2009 and 8, my first inspirations to even want to start doing this kind of content was Super Mario Logan and Mario 899. Then as I got older, I found Let's Players, and I found Chugga Conroy, I found Nintendo Capri Sun, Super Skarmory. They inspired me to, hey, I want to do Let's Plays in the future. And then those are the only inspirations I really had when I first started YouTube. Those are the people that wanted me to pursue content creation. Then when 2017 came around and 2018 came around, I was starting middle school, and obviously I still enjoyed making content, but I kind of didn't have that flame, you know? I didn't really have the urge to better myself. I thought, oh, just edit up a Let's Play, throw it together and everything, and I'll be good. Same with commentary videos. I thought, oh, call it up and splice. That's how you make fucking commentary videos, because at that time, that's how I saw, like, Leafy and Pyrocynical do it. But once I found Etika's, like, streams and his content, he inspired and motivated me again to make my content better. And he's even the main reason why I even started streaming in the first place. Like, I have other streamers that inspired me, but Etika was the one that would push me further to actually hit the start streaming button on YouTube Gaming. That was when I first started streaming. And even on Twitch, even though I'll probably get crucified for that, but he was the person that pushed me to hit the start streaming button and make me actually try streaming. And I enjoy it. I love streaming, and if it weren't for him, I would still be, if I didn't find his content, I probably would not be streaming straight up and everything. And I will always, the reason why he'll stick with me forever and always still be remembered is because he still to this day motivates me. He still to this day motivates me to make my content better and everything. And another thing that will, and plus he was just so influential to me, that's why. Another thing that I kind of wanted to quickly mention, when the news first got out, I saw this cool art on Twitter, and let me go get my phone, I can show you guys. Is it on my bed? I think it is. Saw this art on Twitter, and I saw, if my phone wants to fucking be smart, I saw this nice art here. It's out of focus. Oh, there we go. It actually wants to fucking focus. That's been my phone background since 2019. And I always kind of keep that there to remember him and everything. And heck, even my PC background is another art that I found on Twitter. And this is the fun part. The part always gets me, man. So if you're a senior in high school, usually you get to choose your yearbook quote and everything. Now, obviously, when I entered high school, that was around it was early 2019 and everything. So, but in 2020, I found a whole bunch of other content creators that I enjoyed watching and everything. One being Mizkif. He was the first streamer that, because with Etika, I could just turn off my brain, lay back, and just watch a stream without worrying about anything, and make me laugh, and do all this other stuff and everything. And I finally found that streamer again in 2020 with Miz. And in high school, I could have easily have chosen to do a Mizkif quote or anything like that. But I knew right away I wanted to do an Etika quote, because I was like, dude, he's the one person that inspired me the most. And I'm going to end this video off with that quote, but I just want to say, I hope content creator mental health gets treated better. I really don't want to lose more content creators. When the whole Chugga Conroy thing happened, I fucking was just praying that we wouldn't get a bad ending out of that. We were close, but I'm glad he had people around him to fucking say, hey man, we're here with you. And that's just what Etika needed the most. And he had that, but he didn't see it. I'm gonna end this video here. I'm not gonna, I'll just end the video off with a quote, but again, I can't believe it's been 5 years. I'm sorry if this video is long. I just had a lot to say. I hope some of it made sense. If it didn't, I apologize. I think in the back of my head, I'm not trying to psych myself out. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I should re-record that and say something else. I think I did good. I think that was a good way of explaining things and everything. So I will see you guys in my next video that's better. Well, not better, but something more uplifting. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Etika. Desmond. I don't know. I shouldn't have said Desmond in my original video. That was kind of cringe. I should have said Etika. I miss you, man. My fucking channel logo is inspired by your E logo. My whole everything. You're the one content creator that will keep me motivated till the very day I graduate college. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Make sure that whatever life that you want, you strive for that shit. You make sure you go for that shit. Don't let anyone tell you it's not possible. Don't let anyone tell you that it's not practical. You make sure that you go for it. You hungry? You want it? Then get it. Get that shit. Don't let nobody stop you. I went to a homeless shelter to get what I have now. I went to a homeless shelter. I struggled. I went hungry 3 nights in a row every week to get what I have. You don't let no one stop you, nigga. No one tell you what the fuck to do. You make sure you get it. Don't let no one stop you, alright? You're driven, the energy that you need, the drive you need to get it, you pull that from yourself. Because when you pull it from yourself, no one can influence it. Just you.